When it really hit me, I looked over and there was this mother bawling, and she had about a 12-year-old son in the car with her. I just remember looking at him, how scared he was, and it's gonna be okay, buddy, we're gonna get out of this. So it was heartbreaking.
Calls just kept coming in, back to back. And then we got a call from Butte County that says, just evacuate Paradise. I worked in Golden Gate during the Sonoma fires. I've never gotten a call to evacuate a whole city at the same time.
We had a dispatcher who didn't know if her husband had made it out, but was dispatching a radio.
And she worked for like 16 hours that day.
She did, she
not
worked for,
knowing.
Yeah, but it was part of the whole chaos.
I remember the sergeant coming in and saying, everybody get your uniforms on, we gotta go, Paradise is getting evacuated. The smoke was so thick, it was like midnight. I mean, there was no sun coming through at all.
When we initially got into the town of Paradise there, we started noticing spot fires that weren't reported. And then once we got to the top there was traffic everywhere.
We were trying to get traffic out of there. It was stopped. We knew if we didn't get the traffic flowing, it was going to be bad, really bad. We were at the point we were sending cars down bike trails, anything to get that traffic flowing.
I've never seen a fire like that. I've never seen so much actual flames around people fleeing. It was all the way up to the roadway, and at some points it was on the road. I've never seen devastation like that.
As we came up to the intersection of Pearson and Clark, we started utilizing the PA, rolling our windows down, telling people, hey, turn around, get out of Paradise.
We can't get them up at that point to Magalia. We can't get them down Skyway. So we were really just kind of sitting ducks there.
So I was directing traffic, watching the flames get closer and closer. I could see my house. I was probably about 400 yards from my house. I could see it. Between where I was and my house, there's a ravine. I was kind of making in my mind, okay, when the fire gets to here, it's going to be time to go. Well, that entire ravine lit on fire at one time, about 40 yards wide, as long as I could see, just lit up. And watched my house catch on fire.
There was walls and walls of flames every direction. I mean, up to 20, 30 feet. You could feel the heat. I just remember how powerful that wind was. I saw the flames were coming. It was coming. It was going to take us over. And so we were on our P saying, hey, once this overtakes us, come running back up towards us. We're all going to shelter in place up here. At that point, I was asking dispatch, we need air. We need water drops. It's going to overtake us.
And when some officers were asking for airdrops, and I've spoken with him, and he said that he heard the request, he put it through to CAL FIRE, and then he put it back out, but he could no longer copy Officer Ortiz.
A few minutes later, sure enough, I could hear the helicopters coming. I can hear them dropping water, and the sound it was making, that sizzling sound, and just feeling you could feel the wind from the helicopters coming over and dropping water. It bought us some time, definitely.
Pretty surreal, yeah. And even when those water droplets hit the patrol vehicle, you're just like, oh, thank God, yeah. It was like a little bit of a hope up there.
The fire had swept south of us and the fire had swept north of us, so our only artery to get out was where the traffic was. Okay, we're gonna shelter in place in the Ace Hardware parking lot. I got together with one of the supervisors from probation and we actually wrote down the names just so we had a log in case we didn't make it out.
We heard that they were trapped on the radio. We could hear it in their voice that they knew something was going to happen and they were just trying to get as many people away from it as possible, but they were going to stay with the ones that they had. We were going to try to find them a way out. I knew they were stuck at the Ace Hardware near Skyway, and we could see where the holdup was for the traffic getting out of there. Had we not opened up Skyway and had Chico PD and SRT and Chico CHP not been there and did what they had done, we probably would have been talking about a different scenario at this point.
We actually had air ops from everywhere, and he was just calling out, we need to get them off Skyway, we need to get them off Skyway. I think they're the ones that saved a lot of people.
And at that point, like you said, I mean, we were discussing them, we got to get these people out of here. I remember seeing a CAL FIRE truck come down through Skyway, and I stopped them and I say, is that makeable? Can we drive through there? He's like, it's kind of sketchy. I mean, it's kind of treacherous, but you can try. So Joel and I, we're talking, we got to get these people out of here. So we drove it. Like you said, there was fire everywhere and boulders. We were doing round robins because we had to, because they would freeze. We came up, multiple people that were just stopped and froze because the fire was surrounding them. We get on the PA and calmly tell them, keep going, keep going. But we were able to get, I think we probably got at least 200 cars through there.
I think you realize what you have to do, what the moment kind of brings you, and you just have to take control and you have to do what you need to do.
The thing that sticks with me is just seeing those people there, seeing our guys and listening to our guys on the ground that were stuck, that were never, I don't know what was going through their head at their time, but to me it sounded like that they had accepted the fact that they might die and they might have to make that ultimate sacrifice.